Hey everyone, Christopher Rocchio here of Sun Eater, back with another monthly update video for you. This for October of 2025, and at time of recording, we are just about 6 weeks out from the release of Shadows Upon Time, the 7th, the final novel in my Sun Eater science fiction series. And if you saw the last video here on the channel, first off, apologies for the audio, I think we figured it out. But you will know I am going on a bit of a tour to promote the release of that book. That tour begins here in Raleigh, North Carolina with the book launch gala event we've been putting together. We've got a couple hundred people coming already, but there are plenty of tickets still available. If you would like to come, we would love to have you. A link for that is in the description down below. Mike from Mike's Book Reviews is coming out to MC the event. Rich and Austin from Tudor Ramble are going to be there, as well as John Minton from Talking Story and Jordan Hill from iWizard. We'll have a bit of a panel with the booktubers, and we'll wrap up the evening with a special presentation from me, a look at things to come, including, yes, a bit of a teaser for the new series that I am already working on. I've already outlined the first book, and I can't wait to begin sharing all of that with you in the months and weeks to come. We will also be raffling off 2 unclaimed copies of the Empire of Silence Diamond Edition. I think I mentioned that on the last monthly update, but it bears repeating. Once that is done, I will be back here on the channel on Tuesday, on November 18th, which is the actual release day, and I will be live streaming for most of that day. I don't know exactly how long things will go, but I'm hoping to do a big show here on the channel with everybody and to get some guests rotating in and out and to talk to people and celebrate the release of the new and the last book, the last part of Hadrian's adventure. After that, I'm hitting the road on the 20th of November. I will be in Salt Lake City. I will be doing a signing at the King's English Bookshop there at 7 p.m., I believe. After that, I'll be flying to Dallas, Texas for a couple of events, actually. On the 21st at, I think, 6 p.m., I will be at the Barnes & Noble in Plano, Texas. And then the next day at noon, I will be at the Barnes & Noble in South Lake, where I did a signing with Ryan Cahill last year. So it'll be nice to go back. That is all we have on the tour at the moment. It is very close to Thanksgiving. We are hoping to add a couple more stops, a couple more cities. This is the first time I've ever been sent on a book tour, however, which is very exciting. I did go on a tour way back in 2019 for Howling Dark, but that was self-funded with my friends DJ Butler and Chris Husberg. And so this is a bit of a change, and I'm excited to get out there and to go back to Dallas and to Salt Lake and to see some of y'all on the road. I'm hoping we can go to some new places as well, but it is a tricky time of year to be doing a book tour. Bookstores are getting ready for the holidays, and you know what that can be like. So they don't have as much floor space as usual, and it's just a little bit hectic for them. So we're trying to find some stores that are interested, and you'll know when I know when and if we add more events to that list. So what am I working on? Well, at the moment, I am outlining the next series. I'm not going to say very much about that, but I have outlined the first book already. I'm working on the second and the third books and sort of general world-building stuff. But that is all I'm going to say about that. What I am doing beyond that at the moment really is prepping for the gala, prepping for the tour and the release of Book 7, getting all of my ducks in a row, but I'm also working on special editions. Now, I know a bunch of you have already received your copies of Kingdoms of Death and Ashes of Man from the Broken Binding. Those have, I think, all gone out by now. I haven't seen my copies yet. They should be along before too long, but I know they look great, and I know a bunch of you have been enjoying those, which is awesome. Patrick Leo and I are working on art direction for Disquiet Gods and Shadows Upon Time very soon. We're going to get rolling on those. We have a couple pieces that we did already, but we'll be sort of moving on to the big pieces and getting the last of those wrapped up. I've got to write intros for those at some point in the relatively near future, but not quite on the radar just yet. We just got books 4 and 5 out, so we've got some space before we really need to get into it with 6 and 7, but those will be out at some point next year. I don't know exactly what the release window is going to be yet, but when I do, you'll be sure to hear it from me. Now, also in special edition territory, I do have some bad news on the Endorida books front. Many of you will have already seen this, but if you did not, they had a printing error with the cloth binding for the books, and so they had to scrap that and start all over again, which is going to cause a delay of at least a month. As soon as we have a new on-sale date, I will let you know, but Rob and I are both sorry about that. These things happen with special editions. It's a tricky business, and we don't want there to be any mistakes. Speaking of delays, a bunch of you have been asking all year where the Diamond Edition of Howling Dark is, and we've had a number of delays on that, which I'll be ready to talk about very, very soon. But the good news is that there will be an announcement about that this month. We are finally ready to move. We're still waiting on a couple art pieces outstanding, but those are very, very close to ready, and we've got the text file off to the typesetter, so we're we're close to manufacturing finally, which is great. This time, as I've said before, I wanted to make sure that we were much closer to finished before we took pre-orders than we were with the Kickstarter. With book one, we needed the Kickstarter in order to generate the revenue to print the books in the first place. I am no longer in that position. The first one was such a success, we saved a bunch of money back to do book two, and so we are in a good place to be moving forward. And so we'll be starting with that very, very soon. Keep your eyes peeled. News on the Diamond Edition of Howling Dark will be coming this month in October. The last thing I want to talk about is trading cards. If you didn't know, we do these Sun Eater character trading cards through the Patreon. I just finished a batch of those. There are 2 new cards with art by John Barry Ballaran. There's a Crispin card and there's a mystery card. Those will be going out, if not by the end of this week, by, say, the middle of next. The cards are here. We need to pack them. I realized we were out of envelopes, so we have a slight delay while I wait for the envelopes to come in the mail. But we are about ready to roll with those. So if you would like to get them and get your booster pack in the mail, now is the best time to join the Patreon at whichever tier you would like. And we've got some options in terms of how many cards you want to receive. But those will be mailing out very, very soon. We're actually already at work on the next batch. We did 2 cards in the September batch, but the December batch is going to have 4 cards in it, and really 5, because we're going to be producing a special card for the launch of Book 7, for the gala, for the tour, and that artwork is going to start trickling in the next week or so. Already got one of them down, but the other 4 pieces are coming. They'll be done by James Cook and Renee Eigner, and they will all tie into Book 7. And if you are coming to the gala, you will be getting that unique sort of book tour exclusive card. If I have any spares, I'll take them with me on the road, but they're really for the gala. That one card won't be going into the Patreon, but the other 4 Patreon patrons will be getting their mailing with the Shadows Upon Time cards in December. And so we're trying to get those done a little bit ahead of schedule so that going into the new year, we're finally caught up, because we had a bit of an art delay at the beginning of the year with the trading cards, and we'll be all caught up by the end of the year, which is exciting. Anyway, if you haven't seen those, go and check out the Patreon and try and catch that by the end of the week, because we will be mailing out the cards very, very soon. And if you missed the mailing, you missed the booster pack until the next one. So stay tuned. But I think that about does it for this month's update. So until next time, and next time is November, farewell.